Jo, es ist mal wieder soweit. Wir haben 23 Grad, es ist später Nachmittag, die Sonne ist schon untergegangen und ich stehe hier direkt in Anaheim vorm Convention Center in Los Angeles. Und was ist unser Thema? NAMM Show 2015. Und ich werde mal schauen, was ich da für euch Neues entdecken kann. Jo, mittlerweile hängt nicht nur mein Name um meinen Hals, damit ich den auch nicht vergesse und vor allen Dingen auch jeder weiß, hier Olli, ne? Sondern ich habe auch meinen Showcase Reception Badge bekommen von Fender und wir sind natürlich einen Tag vor der offiziellen NAMM Show hier auf der NAMM Show und schauen gleich mal bei Fender, was dort alles Neues ist. Und es gibt natürlich ganz, ganz viele Custom-Shop-Gitarren und es gibt vielleicht den einen oder anderen Masterbuilder, den ich mir mal vor die Kamera zerren werde. Und natürlich die allbekannte Lotterie, das heißt, die Gitarren, die uns gefallen, bekommen unser Session-Zettelchen und dann wird natürlich verlost, wer die Gitarre natürlich nicht geschenkt bekommt, aber zumindest wer sie bekommen könnte und da freue ich mich ganz besonders drauf. Ja, ich habe es schon wieder geschafft. Ich stehe hier mit John, das ist unfassbar. Ich habe ihn das letzte Mal getroffen in Duisburg und it's hey, it's absolutely unbelievable. So we met in Duisburg last time?
Yes, we did. We did. Great time.
How are you?
I'm doing really good, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome to sunny California.
Sunny, yeah. So did you like the weather in Germany? I don't like.
I'm not gonna lie. No, it was nice. It was good weather for me out there, and I'd like to come back in the summertime sometime. Or it's really nice out there during that.
Okay. So you made a tour there. So you built a guitar in every event.
Oh yeah. Every stop we did 6 stops. And Germany was incredible.
Yeah.
Planet Hollywood, I think it was. Where we did.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It was awesome. A great show.
I played the guitar. It's a little bit like the Gary Moore Stratocaster.
Well, it wasn't that, but it kind of had that vibe, the color, and yeah, definitely.
It's absolutely insane. It's one of my favorite Rosewood Struts ever.
Oh yeah.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You really did very good.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So what we have here is the Fender Masterbuilt Gallery, a little bit like.
Yeah, we got each one of the builders built a specialty piece to put on display throughout the show. Yeah. So they're starting here on Wednesday night. We'll be here through Sunday, and one lucky contestant will take it home.
Okay, so how many master builders work for Fender?
8 of us now, including Steve Stern, who works for the Gretsch custom shop upstairs from where we're at. Yeah. And then the rest of the master builders work where I'm at downstairs, and we do all the Strats and Tellys and Jazz Bass and Jaguars and all that kind of stuff there.
Okay, so the first one is from Greg here?
Yes, this is Greg Fessler. Built a really nice 57P bass. So you can see the choice of woods and custom color, gold parts, I won't get into the specs so much. You can kind of
sure
on there, but a talented builder, man. We're all got our own talents in building custom stuff, and this is his entry for the show this year.
But he's doing very good relic stuff as well.
Oh yeah. Everybody's doing the relic stuff now, which is very cool, and it kind of eases the pain off me a little bit to know that there's other guys out there that can do relics as well. So yeah, but it's all good. I still like to do them as well, but I wanted to show a little bit of different side of me this year, and you'll see when I show you some of the stuff that I've done, a little bit more exotic wood, custom artwork, that kind of stuff is what I was after doing this year.
So what do you think is more difficult, to do all these fine woods and all these abalone, or fucked up relic guitars? What was more difficult?
Anybody could say, yeah, I could do a relic, I can drag it behind my car like those guys do and stuff. Well, it's not so much that, it's art also. It really is.
Absolutely, yeah.
Look to get, and it takes experience and knowing the product and knowing how things wear and just doing it. Yeah, it's like an art piece. It's like doing something like this or like this. It's art,
So it's both a challenge.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Okay, so the second one is from Paul.
Yeah, this is Paul Waller. Did a really cool double F-hole telly. He does a really cool.
The thin line.
Yeah, thin line style, custom knobs, leather bound, so it's got leather on the outside, hand tooled leather, which is really cool.
Very, very nice.
Yeah. He does some really good work, man, definitely. So you can see you're getting a little bit of a flavor from everybody doing something a little bit different here.
Yeah. And Yuri, of course, yeah.
He's the guy, he's the jeweler of the shop, He does a lot of really exotic and expensive jewelry, inlay stuff. He'll work on this stuff all year. And then this is what he yields, which is a beautiful, this is the Cardinal Esquire, which is just unbelievable. I'd be afraid to play something like that.
Very, 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 very expensive, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, when you see the time that's put into it, stuff, you'll know why. And he's a legacy in his own for building guitars, and everybody knows his story and stuff. And he does some really, really incredible stuff.
Okay, so the next one is from Todd here.
Rouse, yeah, he does.
So he's the guy who built all the Eric Clapton guitars, is he?
Clapton's, Jeff Beck's. He's got a list a mile long of artists that he's built for in the past. But he does some really cool stuff with Troy Lee Designs. He did a custom flamed Stratocaster this year, which is beautiful. No inlays on the front. I thought that was epic for me.
So with the ebony board here?
Yes, ebony board.
Of course.
Custom paint, custom electronics. Just everything's custom, all about it, man. It's just very, very, very special guitar.
Made by hand.
Yeah.
His hands are so big, man. Oh, so big.
Cover your face, man.
Sure.
It's a monster.
Monster hands.
Yeah, exactly. Then we got Dale Wilson. He's
Dale Wilson, yeah.
Great builder, great imagination. You can see, we'll get a chance to work with some really cool artists. There's an outside artist that did this painting by hand. This is all hand painted stuff.
Oh, okay, so is it painted here?
Yes.
So
yes.
It's not okay.
No, hand painted. Yeah. And stained, and
so no photo.
no photo. Custom inlay, Ron Thorne inlay. Dale's really a great builder. He has a really good eye for choosing beautiful pieces of wood, as you can tell, and it's just something else, man. And it's just great to know that I can work with these guys that keep me on my toes for building some really beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so next one, Jason. I mean, I saw so many Floyd Rose guitars from him. Yeah,
Oh yeah. He's kind of taken my spot because I used to build a lot of Floyd Rose stuff too. Yeah. But. Yeah, he gets a lot of orders for that kind of stuff, and I think it's really cool. But one of his entries this year was something a little bit different, which I thought was kind of cool, man. He's one of the guys will do that kind of stuff, and no boundaries with him. When he finds something he likes to do, he's going to stick to it until it's done. And this is what he yielded right here, and it's a really cool Strat.
So he stands for hot rodded Stratocasters.
He loves doing that kind of stuff. He's really good at doing the relic stuff. And his legacy from his father Dan. Who we miss dearly. He's just taken after his footsteps. He's just an awesome builder, and on his way up, he's still a young kid. He's got a few years yet to go before he gets to my age and start hobbling to work and stuff. But he's doing a great job, and proud to have him on the team.
Okay, so the next one's yours.
Yeah, I've got that ugly dude up there. The bottle doesn't come with it, but. I wanted to do something a little bit different this year, a little bit more metal, a little bit more rock and roll.
Yeah, I mean, you are a rock and roll guy.
Oh, yeah. I come from that background. Yeah. This is actually done with one of the painters at the shop. We work with people outside of Fender a lot of times, but I just wanted to push the fact that we have some very talented people that work at the custom shop as well, and this is one of our painters that actually did this job. And it was a collaboration effort between myself and me that wanted to do something in the macabre, rock and roll. I'm a big fan of the Walking Dead show that everybody sees all over the world now, and I wanted to have that vibe. And you can tell by, the custom, the painting on the back, the custom inlays on the skulls, the 12th fret inlay, the typical custom shop inlay. But we wanted to use the spears as the chevrons, which is cool. The headstock. All airbrushed on top of that. So
did y'all put them in by hand here?
This is all done by hand, but this is done by Ron Thorne, one of our inlay artists, with my design and his work on it. You can also see that we did some of the paint on the back as well, which is really cool.
It's insane.
Yeah. It's a piece that it's rock and roll. That's what it does. It screams rock and roll, and the back, of course. Just a beautiful work by our talented guys at the shop, man, and I'm really proud of them. And then, of course, me with the Floyd Rose stuff. And I'm a real big fan of the EVH Wolfgang pickups. Great sounding pickups. So I put a set in here. Of course, we got a Floyd Rose original with the FU tone upgrades. All titanium blocks, which is really important to me because they seem to wear out a lot faster, but these don't. They never will. Yeah. And it yields a big tone. You know what I mean? It's
they don't break very often. These small blocks here. Yeah.
Because people have this tendency to over tighten them a lot, and that's not a good thing. But it also has a brass block on the back, more tone, so it's a bigger block. So that adds a big, tonal sound to the overall sound of the guitar. And it's just a beautiful piece of wood. And I'm very proud of this one. I thought it deserved to be up here in the front.
Yeah, I mean, it's really different. I mean, you're pretty famous for all this relic stuff, all this worn-out stuff. Right. And this is very different to that.
It is, because I wanted to show a different side of I can do relics all day long in my sleep. But I wanted to do something that's a little bit different to show my artistic background of doing some cool stuff, too. I see all the other builders doing it. It's like, hey, I can do that, too. So this is my year to show this kind of stuff.
So that's the last one here from Dennis?
Last one right here. Dennis works right next door to me. Great guy, phenomenal builder. Imagination like you wouldn't believe. This is his baritone style telly that he wanted to do. And I saw this and I flipped out. It's like, man, you're always pushing the envelope, man, on doing something crazy. And he did it again, it just works. You know, the custom pick guard, custom pickup here, and I'm not sure what this is. What is the pickup? Oh, yeah.
Curtis Novak gold foil pickup. Yeah.
Curtis Novak, yeah. Great pickups. So, just his idea of doing this
Very,
stuff.
very unique, is it? Yeah.
Larger telly body, so it's like not like your average telly body. It's a little bit larger, so it works better with the neck. Yeah. So he's really out there and doing some outrageous stuff. And you can see we're all doing some really outrageous stuff this year, which I think is really cool. A lot of people get to see a different side of us, and that's really important to us this year.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, so what we have here is one of your guitars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a 50s style Stratocaster, a hardtail that I wanted to do, which features a 5A Claro walnut top.
Okay, so it's a very, very nice top here. So it's made of what?
Claro walnut.
Claro walnut wood, okay.
Yes, it's a walnut family, but it has highly figured characteristics in the wood, which I chose and I thought would be really beautiful for this guitar. Yeah. I also saved a piece of that wood, and we cut it for the overlay on top of the headstock, so it's all matches in. So the front of the guitar, Claro walnut. Then we go to the back, which is a very beautiful piece of koa, flame koa also.
So with koa here?
Koa
koa as well.
Yes. So koa back, Claro walnut front. This is a African rosewood, dark African rosewood. Almost has an ebony type of feel to it because the pores are very scarce. There's not a lot of porous like a regular piece of rosewood, but it is a rosewood family.
Really?
Yes, and it sounds wonderful.
So it's not ebony?
No, it's not ebony.
What is it?
See it? You can see the pores. It's very, very tight pores.
It's almost ebony.
Yeah, almost. It's very long. I also decided to use I was doing some research on European builders for pickups and stuff like that, and I ran across Andreas Klopman.
Yeah, Klopman, yeah.
And he sent me one.
He's a very, very good friend of mine.
Yeah. He sent me one of his pickups, and I was floored. I stuck it in one of my main Strats, and I love it. And I use it all the time, and I told him I got to try a set of your 57s. So that's what these are right here. His pickups wound in. It sounds wonderful.
They're very, very open, are they?
Oh, yeah. Open, throaty, just a great sound, man. It's just unbelievable. So that's a really cool piece for somebody to have with them a little bit of European flavor to it with the pickups and everything, and very nice guitar. Spruce top telly, chambered.
Chambered telly, okay, so it's made of spruce?
Yep, spruce on the top, right, with the pearl binding around the edge, pearl on the neck as well. But the back is zebra wood.
Zebra.
Very beautiful piece of zebra wood. And I just chose that because I love the sound of the zebra wood, and when it's chambered, and you got the spruce on top, it's got a great open tone.
Okay, so how does it sound like zebra wood?
It sounds great. And these are hand wound Josefina pickups in there, which sound unbelievable. Again, I chose the African rosewood on this as well, and it's a really nice wood. Pearl inlays to match with the pearl binding. And gold parts and everything. It's just a beautiful guitar, man. We got the new custom shop knobs that I like to use with the chevrons on them and stuff. Yeah. Just adds a little bit of flavor to it, Especially if you're playing in concert out in the lights in the daytime and the sun's hitting you and stuff like that. There's another one. This is variegated gold leaf. Variegated means that it's gold leaf, but it's got different colors of copper and silver and gold all mixed in. So when I tore the pieces off piece by piece, I just kind of stuck it on, and this is the pattern that it came out to. This is spruce on top of here as well, and chambered as well. So it's a great open, throaty sound on this as well. Pearl binding.
How did you do the finish here?
This finish is the finish on the back is an aged cherry, like Gibson style, with the cherry burst over the edge is what I wanted. Very light cherry burst. Still trans, but be able to see the gold leaf underneath it.
Okay, so it's real gold here? No.
It's gold
real?
Leaf. Real gold leaf, yes.
Okay, so plated gold, right?
Yeah, well, however they make it, it's gold. It's expensive. So, very nice piece of wood. I just thought it just, screams. And you get hit it in the light and stuff, it just explodes in different directions.
It's like a multicolor.
Yeah, totally. Pamelina who's one of our artists that worked with us for years and helped design the custom shop logo. She's the one that did that in the early days. So I wanted to get with her again and start doing some custom artwork stuff. And she and I came up with this really cool rock and roll type of thing using some gold leaf, variegated gold leaf, and regular gold and silver leaf right here and copper leaf. and came up with a tribal design, and then we did the inlays with the spades on there, and this is kind of called our Ace of Spades telly.
Yeah.
So it's any of the card players out there, anybody likes to play, on the tables and stuff, this is the perfect guitar to have that inside your man cave.
Okay, so special pickups here for the...
Yeah, they're Josefina hand-wound pickups again. Custom wound by her, hand-wound pickups, and I like using those as much as I can. We like to push a lot of the people in the shop and using as much of our own stuff as we can,
Okay, so finally a relic.
One of my relics this year. Yay! I had to do one. It's a 55 Stratocaster with the wide two-tone burst. Gorgeous guitar. Wanted to use the gold anodized guard on it. Keep it as vintage looking as possible. Hand-wound pickups again in here. Vintage wiring. Gold parts accented, not too over the top on the relic. I wanted to just get it started. So it's got, a moderate wear on it, not usually what I would do on a heavy relic. This is a baked roasted maple fretboard, heavily figured. And it's just a gorgeous piece of wood. I thought the two complemented themselves, and it's a great tone wood. And it just overall, it's a great sounding guitar. As you can see, we got a lot of interest in it already. It's only Wednesday night, so God bless whoever gets this guitar, because I didn't want to let this one go, man. This is one of the ones that was at the shop that I fell in love with, that I almost ran out the door and stuck at my car and drove off into the sunset, but maybe another time. So yeah, that's a cool looking guitar right there. So we hit that one. I've got one more to show you over here, and that's my my last guitar.
It's a collection.
Yeah, there's a collection. A little bit of something for everybody. I wanted to do some Floyd Rose stuff, because I'm a big Floyd Rose fan. I always have been. But I wanted to do it on telly. I had a lot of people hit me up when I was in Europe. How come you guys do not do Floyd Rose guitars? And I go, well, if people order them, we'll do them. But I wanted to put a couple entries in here with the Floyd Roses this year, like the one you saw up there earlier. And there's this one. And what this is a 5A quilted maple top on a 5A Okume back, which is heavily flamed. And a flamed, flame maple neck, and that kind of corresponds with the back here. It's completely oil finish on the back and on the back of the neck, which a lot of people really dig that. And then a gloss finish up on top of the fretboard and the peg-faced gold parts. Just a gorgeous guitar. And custom pickup, the EVH Wolfgang, one of my favorite pickups, and I combined that with the Jeff Beck noiseless pickup. I think those two work together really well. And it's just got a great bluesy tone up here, good old rock and roll tone down here. It's got a custom Floyd Rose finished in gold with my good buddy who's standing here to the right of me. The FU tone is what we call this one, which is titanium parts, which is great, especially in this block position right here. I used to bust these things left and right.
Yeah, sure.
It won't bust. Yeah. This is really hard titanium. It don't get no harder than that. So it's a really good accent to the old guitar. It also features, you can't see, but his block in the back, more tone.
Bit of brass?
Yeah, it's a more mass brass block, really thick, really big, covers up the whole Floyd Rose, balances out really good, it flutters like you won't believe, man. Brad Gillis all the way, man, all the way. Unbelievable. So it's a great tone guitar. Personally, me, I get a little wild when I play out on stage and stuff like that. I'd be afraid to play a guitar like this, but at home in the studio and stuff like that, I'd be honored to play a guitar like this. And hopefully one lucky guy will take this one home, man. That's the plan. So, that's it, man.
Okay, so yes, that's your collection?
That's my collection.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man. And,
so what about your back orders? So
back orders are going down, finally.
Because there's so many guys in Germany like, hey, I want a Masterbuilt from John. What's happening?
I couldn't dodge those guys. I was running into them left and right in Germany, and I just told them, just hang on, man, just a few more months. I'm knocking out more guitars. They had me turned off for almost 3 years. It was about 3 years. I wasn't taking any orders at all.
Yeah, sure.
And now I was told that we're getting ready to start taking orders again. I think probably at the show they're going to probably start taking a few orders again, which is good. And I'm happy. I'm caught up. I'm still a little bit high, but I'm down low enough now to where I'm almost caught up to where everybody else is at. We're on the same page. I don't think I'll ever run out of orders. And that's the plan. I want to keep as many orders going as I can until I can't do it anymore.
Okay. Cool. So, thank you for leading us through all the stuff here.
Thank you. Enjoy the show, man, and I'm glad I could be a part of it with you guys.
Ja, jetzt bin ich schon mittendrin. Ich habe ja vorhin erzählt, dass natürlich alle Händler, die Lust auf eine Gitarre haben und die an der Lotterie teilnehmen wollen, ihre Karte an die Gitarre stecken. Und genauso haben wir das natürlich auch versucht. Das heißt, hier vorne sehen wir eine obergeile Faded Dakota Red Over. Das ist natürlich geil. Ja. Natürlich auch wieder Thema, die ganzen Over-Geschichten. Das heißt, wir haben immer 2 Farben. Voll geil. Ich gehe mal auf. Ich lasse mal dran, da fallen die ganzen Karten ab. Okay, dann haben wir hier noch eine weiße, auch over schwarz. Faded Shell Pink over Black.
Chip Ellis, where are you, Chip? Red Dave, are you here, Dave?
Und natürlich hier eine Red Sparkle. Obergeil.
Hey Fred, make a noise if I call
Hier eine 62er Relic Red Sparkle over Black. Und wie ihr seht, sind natürlich ganz, ganz viele Händler, die dann hoffen, dass die Gitarre natürlich gezogen wird. Wollen wir mal schauen, ob wir sie kriegen. Hier haben wir eine Faded Vintage White over Black. Und hier natürlich die blaue Faded. Was haben wir hier? Faded Sonic Blue over Black. Das ist natürlich geil. Ich meine, die Nachfrage ist natürlich so riesig. Und die Gitarren hängen natürlich nur einmal hier, aber selbst wenn man sie natürlich dann nicht bekommt, kann man sie natürlich noch bestellen. Das ist gar kein Problem. Okay, hier haben wir noch Faded Shoreline Gold. Ich meine, Gold ist natürlich immer so eine Farbe, ein bisschen problematisch, aber Faded Shoreline sieht natürlich obergeil aus. Ja, wie John ja schon erzählt hat, geht es den Masterbildern natürlich nicht nur darum, praktisch kaputte Gitarren zu bauen, sondern vor allen Dingen auch mal zu zeigen, was sie so alles drauf haben. Und ich meine, das ist natürlich eine völlig andere Geschichte. Ich meine, wir kennen natürlich die ganzen Masterbuilds sehr, sehr stark durch diese ganzen Relic-Geschichten. Aber es ist natürlich genauso interessant, mal zu sehen, was so diese Gitarrenbaukunst hervorbringt. Ja, und da ist natürlich Juri Schischkow der absolute Knaller. Ich habe hier eine Gitarre mit 550 Diamanten, 18 Karat Gold, bisschen so im Stil von diesem Fabergé-Ei. Ja, das ist natürlich der absolute Knaller. Ich traue mich gar nicht zu sagen, wie teuer die Gitarre ist, aber Juri ist dafür natürlich bekannt, diese ganzen super teuren, exklusiven Dinger zu bauen. Ich glaube schon auf der letzten NAMM oder auf der letzten Musikmesse war auch schon eine Gitarre mit sehr, sehr viel Diamanten zu sehen und das ist der absolute Knaller. Also ich glaube, weiter nach oben geht es mit der Gitarrenbaukunst nicht. Das ist der absolute Wahnsinn. 550 Diamanten, 18 Karat Gold und der Preis ist gerade noch 6-stellig. Ja, es ist selbst für mich nicht einfach zu entdecken, wo wir überall unsere Karten dran gesteckt haben. Aber ich habe hier noch eine blaue entdeckt. Hier eine Faded Surf Green. Also im Prinzip Surf Green, aber natürlich dadurch, dass es faded ist, blau. Natürlich auch Over 3 Ton Sunburst. Dann haben wir Faded Aztec Gold. Auch eine super geile Maple Neck. Voll der Knaller. Natürlich Faded Candy Tangerine. Und wenn wir hier runtergehen, gibt es noch eine schwarze Over 3 Ton. Ist natürlich echt spannend, ne? Wenn man die ganzen Karten hier sieht. Man weiß gar nicht, ob man die Gitarre bekommt, aber wie gesagt, wir haben die Gitarren natürlich meistens doppelt bestellt. Das heißt, wenn wir sie jetzt bei der Lotterie nicht bekommen, dann eben dann, wenn wir sie nochmal für uns neu gebaut bekommen. Okay, also wir haben Dale und wir haben Dave und wir haben eine Masterbuilt-Strat. Hey Dave. Dale, sorry.
How you doing?
How you doing? Okay, so you're the master builder of that guitar.
Yes.
Yeah. And you're the artist of that guitar.
Yes, I had the easy part. He had to build it, so he had a much harder part. So
I disagree. I could never do that. I could never do.
I just had to make it look pretty, and that was the easiest part.
Okay, so you did all the painting here?
Yes, all the painting, all the rivets, the logo was all my contraption.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So how did it came? How did the idea came for that here?
This is actually an idea I've been wanting to do for a long time, and so when Fender came to me and talked about had any ideas for a custom guitar, I was ready. Like I just said, I'm ready to go. Just get out of the way, let me get started. It's an idea. I wanted to put rivets in it. I wanted to get make it look oily, make it look like it was through war. I just wanted to really show age and antiquity. So I was excited, and they let me run with it.
Okay. So you choose the wood over here?
Yeah. We go through pallets and pallets to find the best wood we can possibly find, and hand picked, hand selected, and hand cut, and made it as a 50s style guitar. So this is kind of a single ply 50s with 50s contours, and this is a maple neck actually.
Maple or the roasted maple?
No, just not roasted. It's maple one piece.
One piece maple?
Yeah, one piece.
But it's very dark, so it's color.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
So yeah.
but it's very light, is it?
Yeah, it's very light. We chose a really light piece of wood for this, and it's just it looks heavy, but it's very light. It has a great tone. So yeah.
So is it metal here?
Yeah.
Metal rivets.
Metal rivets? Yeah. And the same here on the neck here.
Yep. Oh yeah. So basically, faux riveting, all done by hand, and the actual metal rivets here and metal rivets here. And then we actually, use relic parts to really give it that, like it's a bomber panel and you're looking inside the undercarriage. So really kind of give it that realistic look.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Very, very cool. So you paint pictures here?
Yes.
So what do you do here?
So I'm kind of painting here because we're releasing my guitars tomorrow. I have 4 signature guitars coming out. So tonight I'm kind of showing my style and just showing my work and showing how it all gets created. Mm-hmm.
So do you do tattoos as well?
I'm petrified of needles, so I don't do tattoos, but all the work gets tattooed. I have piles of pictures of everyone with sleeves, and every show I do, someone comes in and rolls a sleeve up and goes, oh, look, and it's all over the place. So
okay.
The work gets tattooed.
Okay. So Dave and Dale?
You got it.
Okay, say hello to Germany.
Hello,
Germany.